Is that Peru?
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway. My instructions are to let no one pass.
I see. So that's where it's happening, in that room. I've just got to find a way in there.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
We're rejoining Louis II, reliving the same damn second quest.
Whose room is this?
A guest.
Apparently a French soldier. All right.
Perhaps I should change my approach.
Nah, I'm sticking to breaking into Emily's room. Oh, I can go through Peru's room too. But he's already left to beat Elizabeth, so Louis won't be able to ogle him. Perhaps later. What's that?
Servants put clean laundry here.
I need a skill to search through laundry. In spite of all these newfound options, I'm doing the Emily route because it's the one that gives you a special achievement for bullshitting your way out of her bedroom. Or perhaps you end up there anyway.
It's Emily's room. She's fast asleep.
She's not that fast. I'm leaving both the bird and the room. And back in we go.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remain still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Hey, these options weren't here before.
Emily, we both know you're not going to kill anyone this evening.
Be careful. I might have to cut you off.
Wait. Let's talk about this misunderstanding.
What are you doing in my room?
Last time that option failed.
I thought a night stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me
And my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
More and more, I get the feeling that something serious has happened to my mother. So if disturbing your sleep in the middle of the night helps me find her, I have no regrets.
That is the most sincere thing you have said to me since we began. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
And I get a point in diversion. That's not my dialing skill, is it? No, yeah, that's diplomat. Okay, wish granted. The vote told me to make this Louis less of a pervert, so here we are. Obviously now I don't need to level up my manipulation, because, well, there is no penalty. So let's move on. And now I'll just pick a book and show you how a different set of skills approaches the message puzzle.
Apart from getting the book dirty, I can't see any use for this.
That could be a use.
I don't see how it's technically possible for one type of ink to reveal another. It doesn't make sense.
Spoil sport.
If a message is written in lemon juice, the flame will reveal it.
And that's puzzle solved. No opinion on lemons, though.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
This one doesn't look too crazy.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Immune to politics. It's a shame Louis IV can't get into this room and learn of this in advance.
Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room? And he gets victory after victory? The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur.
He wasn't the one who decorated the room, was he?
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
No shit. More looting. Can't search it.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
So Napoleon's backstory is that his family is cornered. He may be in a hurry to finish up his business here.
Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer, two great army chiefs.
A rap battle.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
The ever seductive Lord Mortimer whispering sweet nothings in Napoleon's ear. Is there a man behind the curtain? Nope, not even a coin.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Amber.
Louis, we need to talk about your amber addiction. It's beginning to sound unhealthy. I believe that's all I can squeeze out of this room, so yeah, let's leave. And, oh yeah, there were a couple of points of interest in Elizabeth's psychedelic punk cabin, right? Let's check them out.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into June 11th.
And here's a
August
bug. I skipped the description of the book, and it failed to reveal the weakness to psychology.
30 November.
So, when you're exploring, take your time. See no weakness.
Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness. Feet and hands are bound.
A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
She's a possessed epileptic, evidently.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Are they charged?
These are magnesium crystals. A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
The more you know. Now let's talk to Elizabeth. This Louis barely knows her.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
Let's be a dick.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your eye?
I had a bad fall.
Looks more like a punch to me.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Petty theft?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
That. There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
There's no way my mother just did that to you out of spite. However horrible the things she did were, I've got to believe she did it in your best interest.
Do you have any idea how stupid that sounds? I know you're...
Let's screw this up and find out more about the family.
Your mother, for example.
You mean the woman who left me in the hands of your mother? The woman whose duty it was to give up her life to protect me? I disowned my mother when I turned 13.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned her.
I've got nothing more to say to you. Figure it out yourself.
Questioning costs more. Well, not my problem, that's a detective skill. So I got away with it. I don't think... No, I don't have a single point in questioning skill. Hey, it's our dealer. Just the man I want.
Full state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But
Now!
But, sir, Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
Ember.
Look, you aren't going to kick up a fuss about a vulgar piece of resin, are you? Don't believe what they say about amber. It does nothing to warm up infants' bodies, let alone prevent toothache. And neither does this fossil oleoresin stimulate fertility. You can believe me.
Thank you for educating me. I didn't know. Here you are, sir. Does sir desire anything else? Only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Listen, I suffer from terrible migraines, and the voyage by boat has brought on my rheumatism. So, unless you have anything else to alleviate the pain, please give me some quickly. Thank you. Oh, and the one from Bordeaux, right? I prefer it to the one from Paris.
Immediately, sir. Here. I hope sir will get well again quickly. Anything else, sir? I would advise against sir taking any.
Now here's a test of sorts. I already have 5 of whatever he's giving out. What's going to happen if I do this? Should I?
You see, Tribulus cystoides is from the Zygophalaceae family, very rich in nitrates and potassium chloride. It was used in India 700 years before Christ, my good fellow. And I know nothing better to perk you up.
Oh, as sir wishes. Here is the herb, sir. May I help you in anything else, sir?
Crap. I suspect I've missed out on the item.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well. Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Oh, I got his profile now. So he's keen on the occult and suppressing anyone who dares to disagree.
To make landfall at last. And yourself.
Let's have a chat with him.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
What do you want to know?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
And you, sir?
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Who does not?
Yes, I do.
Mortimer is arranged to keep his family out of the harmful reach of Corsican monarchists.
Interesting.
And that's not all. Mortimer and my mother have apparently agreed to deliver cannons to this Bonaparte.
What? Since when does the Order finance wars? Are you sure?
Unfortunately, yes. And the fact you didn't know my mother made this agreement makes it even stranger.
Thank you, Louis. At least you have taught me something.
And you, sir?
Country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have...
And everything after that doesn't change a bit. Well, except Louis II doesn't realize what a great speaker Washington is. Excellent, another 2 levels. Now, what to bring to level 3 first? Well, this is a nice skill. Something else. Oh, right, I've actually got quite a big book collection already. Yeah, 1 more, and Louis will be able to dual-wield manuscripts.